Hey guys, William Murfitt here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another episode on this Green Mini. So, last week we did a huge milestone by getting the floor in place. Now it's not welded in, it's held together with some mole grips on the doorstep and the doorstep the other side. There's a few jobs I need to do today before we can get this floor welded in, and one of which is the rear subframe mounts. So, I've managed to purchase these mounts here, and they're going to go like so. Probably just make a small panel that's going to mate up to the sort of edge of the inner quarter, but that's roughly where it's going to be located. Now before I get these welded in, I need to make sure they're going to fit with the subframe, which has also been delivered. Now it's all been built up. There's a few things that I want to just amend on it, but in order to lift it on and off, I'm just going to remove the radius arms and the suspension and have pretty much a bare subframe. It'll be a little bit easier to maneuver about, and then I can get to that in a minute. So this is going to be today's job. Gareth is going to be coming out at some point, but we're going to be putting these in, both left and right, and I've got a door step to go on the other side. That's a full step panel, including the rear quarter because it's rotten back here. And then I've also got these panels here which go pretty much there, so that needs a bit of fettling to get into place, but that's going to cover over this bit here because that's had panels and patches and all sorts on it. So yeah, pretty excited to see where we get today. Ideally I'd like to be standing at this point later on this afternoon when we sort of switch off the welder, turn off the lights, close up the garage, to say that the subframe can be mounted up as and when we're ready for it. The floor's tacked in to a point where I can just go through and fill in all the plugs. The doorstep is on, and then the front panels are in as well. So there's a load to do. I'm pretty sure let's just check. It's just gone 11:30, so it's a bit of a slow start, but it is a bank holiday weekend, so we're doing all right. So let's take a look at the subframe, but first, this build series is proudly sponsored by Luntstone. Luntstone is a UK independent electrical engineering contractor delivering design, manufacturing, installation, commissioning and maintenance service expertise to a broad range of customers across the industrial, retail, educational and commercial sector. So if you want to find out more about Luntstone, please check out the website link in the description down below. Without further ado, let's get on to today's video. So here we have the built up subframe. Now Gareth has done a fantastic job building this up. He's got new high-low kits in it, new cones, new shocks. He's refurbished the radius arms. He's got these funky, I think they're Goodrich braided hoses, all new brake pipe work, all new cables, and I believe it's a new subframe as well. So he's been a very, very busy boy getting all this stuff sorted. Now there's a few things that I've noticed that I'm not 100% keen on, or just need to be quickly amended. So first of all, up the back, these brackets here are the wrong way around. So all the minis I've ever done previously have had the smaller section forwards, so they're kind of pointing in the direction they're going. So that's just a case of undo this bolt, take it off, spin it around, put it back on, bolt back on, that's fine. The other thing you want to do is make sure that they are pretty loose so you can maneuver them into place for when you bolt them up. At the front, the bush is the wrong way around. So that's a case of just taking this trunnion out, swapping it to the other side, so this is on the inside. That bit there will be done, and then I'm just going to dismantle the radius arms, the brake hoses, the suspension, take it all off. So I've got a bare subframe to be able to lift up and down, because it's going to be a case of trial fit it, mark it up, cut it, trial fit it again, put it in place, tack it, take it back off, And then before it fully gets welded in, I just want to do a final trial fit to make sure that 100% is aligned. It's going to be in the right place, and we can go from there. The carbon upside down is a massive help to do this, because doing these upside down is a pain in the bum. But yes, we will get there in the end. So I guess, oh, hang on, that sounds like Gareth. Look at that! How's that for timing? So yeah, right, well, he's here. Let's get to work. Good morning, sir.
Is this the one I want to now?
Every day. Right, so subframe stripped down and mounted up, and we've offered it up with these panels here, but the fitment is
abysmal.
What would you say, Gareth?
It's abysmal.
Yeah.
Horrible, look at that.
It's not good. So
7 mil gap.
it doesn't fit properly, and the captive nuts came off. So we're going to take the subframe back off. We're going to cut out the Heelboard. I'm going to replace it with this Heritage panel, because we're just wasting a lot of time and effort trying to get it sorted, and actually this is going to be a perfect fit. There'll be no joins, the floor will be new, the Heelboard will be new, and then we can just get our attention onto the bits that are more important than this. So it's annoying, but we know it's going to be done right that way. So yes, onto the more chopping and grinding and cutting and stuff. So anyway, let's just do it. Do it.
Done.
Right, I'm not quite sure what I've got. I know I've got a cracked lens, which is very annoying. But no, this is in pretty much. I need to grind down the welds. I need to make a new piece of metal for this wheel arch because that was all rotten. Then this panel can get tacked in place. I need to remove it again and just remove the last few bits of this lip in here because there's obviously the old Heelboard attached to the inside of this lip. Same for that side. Once that's done, that's pretty much going to get offered up, but the fitment for that is so much better than these panels. I've no idea what I filmed today, as I say, and I'm sorry if I've missed anything. I probably have, but yes, we're getting there, slowly but surely. So with this Heelboard in place, the floor can go on and get put in place. Now, I don't quite know what the best plan of action to do fitting it wise. I don't know if it's worth putting the floor on first, then fitting this afterwards, so then at least I've got the guide of where these bits should be, or it's worth fitting the Heelboard first and then having the guide of where the floor should go. I think either way it needs to be done somehow. So I think what I'll do, I think I'll put the floor on first and then this on after. Because once I've got this in place, I know I can fit it to how I want it to be. I could put a couple of tacks in the top to hold it to the floor, and I've just got to then put it in the position on the seat base of exactly where I want it. I've obviously got my guide with the holes where we drilled them out. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. So I'm happy with that. I'm probably going to call it a day for now. I'm going to spend the rest of the afternoon with the family, and then I will be back to get this finished, hopefully next weekend. Anyway, see you then.